So whether or not you're a beginner or advanced composers, choosing the right chords for your melodies can be daunting. There's so many possibilities, and well, if you're not aware of all the possibilities, you're gonna be pretty scared after seeing this video, because there are a lot of chords. So here I'm gonna show you with just one note from your melody how many possibilities there are. I'm not a big math person, but I'm gonna try and do the math for you, and I already know it's gonna be crazy. Now, I'm not gonna go into all the possible chords. I'm gonna just do the basic ones. So let's see how many chords we end up with. So we're gonna start with just one note from my melody, which is A. Let's say my starting note is A from my melody. And now I need to know what possible chords I can play with this melody. So first I like to just improvise on this note, using this note as a pedal note, as an upper pedal note. So some people only use pedal notes in the lower register, but I'm gonna use it in the higher register here, and then change chord with my left hand. So now I just played with 3-note chords. So let's see what possibilities we have here. I'm gonna do minor, major, diminished, and augmented chords. So we have the A minor, the A major. That's when we have the A at the root position of the chord. When the A is at the third of the chord, we have F major and F sharp minor. Then when the A is at the fifth of the chord, we have D minor and D major. Now that's 6 possibilities we have here, and after that, that's A diminished, and then we have the augmented chord. So that's 8 possibilities we have here. And now all of these 8 possibilities, you have the option to present the chord in its root position, in its first inversion, and it's in second inversion. So the A minor root position, A minor in first inversion, so with the C at the bottom, and then in its second inversion with the E at the bottom. So that's 3 options for each. So we had our 8 options, that's times 3. So 8 times 3, we have 24 options already for only our 3-note chords. So you see that you could stay there and have so many color, and you can control already what note of the chord the melody would be, and also which inversion of the chord you will present, which will change the color of the chord. The chords in their root positions give a lot of stability to the chord. In their first inversions, they are also stable, but we feel like it's gonna move somewhere else afterwards. And then finally, the chords in their second inversions, since we often have a fourth at the bass line, then it feels really raw and unstable. So you can play with all of these effects as well. And of course, the color of the chord, if it's minor, major, diminished, or augmented, all of these have their specific color, and you might just want to stick with these choices, with these 24 choices, to build your melody, because that's 24 possibilities for one note. So if you have a 8 bar and you have 1 chord per bar to fit with your melody, so that's 8. So that's 8 times 24. Now I'm doing a combination calculation because I'm not sure how to do this, but if you have 24 chords times the 8 bars, including all the possibilities you have with every of these chords, well, you already have 735,471 possibilities. What? Yep, that's for 8 bars and just 3-note chords. You have the A here, and let's start with, we have the major chords first. If we have a 4-note chords here, we have the major 7th, we have the minor 7th. Let's just stay with these for now. For the minor chords, we have minor chord with major 7th and minor 7th. So that's 4 possibilities already. And now we have the diminished chord with the major 7th and the minor 7th. And finally, the augmented chord with the major 7th and the minor 7th. So only with the A at the root position of the chords, we have 8 possibilities. Now with the A at the third, we have F major with the major 7th, with the minor 7th. We have F sharp minor with the major 7th and the minor 7th. We have the diminished chord with F sharp at the base, with the major 7th and the minor 7th. And finally, the augmented chord with F at the bass line, with the major 7th and the minor 7th. So that's again 8 possibilities. Now we have the same with having the A at the 5th of the chord. So we have D major with the major 7, minor 7, D minor with the major 7, minor 7. We have B flat diminished with the major 7, minor 7. And finally, we have C sharp augmented, major 7, and minor 7. Again, 8 possibilities. And now we do have these other options where the A is at the 7th of the chord. This is where it gets far more complex. So if you do a major chord with the major 7th being the A, that's a B flat major 7. If we want to have a major chord with the A being minor 7th, that's a B major with minor 7. If we want to have a minor chord with the A being the major 7th, that's B flat minor. And then same thing, a minor chord with a minor 7th, that's B minor with the minor 7th. Now same thing with diminished. You have B flat diminished with the major 7th, which is the A. And then the minor 7th with the diminished chord is B diminished with minor 7th. And finally, we have the augmented chord with the major 7th, which is B flat augmented. And then the B augmented chord with the minor 7th. So you see that now we have, for each note of this 4-note chorus, we have 8 possibilities. So 8 times 4, that's 32 possibilities of chords straight up in root position. And now we can transpose. And now again, like we did with the 3-note chords, we can transpose every one of these chords. We have their root position, we have their first inversion, we have their second inversion, and then we have their third inversion. That's with the 7 at the bass line. So 32 times 4, that's 128 chords you can choose from for every note. That's crazy. You have access to all of these chords and you don't know. So just for the fun of it, I'm gonna try and improvise with some of these 128 chords and show you how it sounds. It's far more complex than just 3-note chords now. We have a lot more color and a lot more dissonance. So pretty cool, huh, already? So that's just one note. And now if we do again the calculation, if you have this 8-bar music, you have 128 choices every of these 8-bar. Let's do the combination calculation. So if you have, oh my god, so you have, I'm not sure what number this is. I think this is 1,424 billion 702,652,400 possibilities. Now, if you include the 3-note chorus in this, so that's 128 plus 24, you have a total you have a total of 152 possibilities for each chord. So we just got this stupid number now of possibilities. I've just done all the basic triads and the basic 7 chords, and I already have too much choices. A lot of beginners complain they're always stuck with the same chords. But now that you've seen this, you got 152 possibilities just with triads and 7 chord for each chord. And now we're not even talking about the harmonic progression, because all of these colors are almost meaningless by themselves, because music is something that works with the time. You have to put them in relation with other colors, and then this is where music starts to get some meaning. But yes, I don't want to hear anybody else complain now that they don't know what to do with their music. Although the other side of knowing all of these chords is just to be, well, these all sound great, so which one am I gonna use? So this happened to a higher level, and this is where it starts to take a lot more time to compose. It's not because you don't know what to do, it's that you have too much ideas of what you want to do. And that's the beauty of composing. Hope you enjoy this and that you feel inspired now. I'll see you in the next video.